Hey guys, your boy Riku. Yeah, I kind of changed my name now. Your boy King Riku's back in the game, and I hope you guys like this new what if I'm about to do. It's called What If Issei Had Dragon Key, and you're wondering like what the hell is Dragon Key? Basically, imagine. I'm gonna explain in a way. Basically, in the world of dragons, when they begin before the Riser fight, they went to that 1 month training. Basically, Issei, when he like it was all like alone and all that, the focus on his own training, he doesn't think of the technique he usually do. He not the just break or not. Issei is thinking about how to actually get stronger and actually think about his things, about his life choices and life things. So Issei asks Drake how to get stronger and what does he have to do to surpass that. And Drake is saying, partner, I have a thing that only dragons know and other sacred gears maybe have. But he doesn't. I really don't know, Issei. But I will tell you, Issei. It's called Dragon Key. And by this Dragon Key, basically, if you use it, you can get ostensibly stronger. But me as a sacred gear, I will change my form into a sword. And your arm will come in like an armor shape, like how your armor is like this for boost of gear. It will boost you instead of 10 times, instead of 20 times. It will boost you 30 times. But if you push it over the limit, it might go to 50, but that might be your limit. So basically, I will teach you Dragon Key. And Issei, Drag will actually make a dimension, and only Sacred Gears will actually teach their own training partners and take them to the world of training. So basically, Drag has a physical form to train his partner. So basically, Drake teleports Issei, and Issei actually sees Drake in his human form. It's actually kind of jealous, like this man look good, but he just deals with it and begins Issei's training. So Issei mostly hate most of it because he has to do sit-ups, push-ups, and all that. But Drake told him, does he want to be stronger or not? And Issei determinedly gave him that fire, like eyes, like he's never going to give up. So basically, he trains his ass off, getting stronger and actually fighting Drake, and he actually absorbs some of that dragon essence. So basically, he gets like stronger and stronger. And the moment Issei figures how to use Dragon Key, his whole body started acting weird. When Drake said like the power up, like how that one character you saw when he was a child, and he's like, that one person, his name was Goku, right? So he powers up, and suddenly parts of his hair turns green, and then he sees his arm turning into armor, and then he sees a sword, but not Drake in it yet. He said, Drake will say, yes, this is the not perfect form of it, but you will have mastery full of it. So Drake will tell him to bring it on, and Drake will actually train Issei for at least like in his world it'll be 10 months. But out there it'll be like 1 day. So basically, Issei won't change physically. I mean, like his age or something like that. He won't change like that, but he will get a little bit more bulkier and more mature. So basically, Issei is training with Drake in swordsmanship and hand-to-hand combat. So Issei is steadily getting stronger and stronger, and he doesn't even hear no boosts in it. But once the aura gets around him, he's boosting like 10 or 20 or 30 fools. And Drake is suppressed. He's actually learning. So Drake actually shows him a little bit more of his power and then shots a slash at Issei. Issei, at nowhere, This something Drake didn't expect. So hold on. Issei eventually unluckily activate the full power on accident, turning into this kind of Issei with full green hair, one golden green eye glowing. And Drake is like, the hell did he just? And then Issei after that just passed out. After that, basically Issei passed out after that. And then after that, Issei woke up and asked Drake what happened, and Drake is confused how he doesn't remember. So he will explain to Issei what happened, and actually, Issei is shocked he activated a full form that he didn't even know that he did, and it just like it was that shit powerful. But Dre warned him that form is hard to control, and he will tell Issei about this. Even the white one can activate his form like that, but stronger. So you need to continue to get stronger as well, Issei, if you want to protect the ones you care for. Issei will nod and always thanks Drake for being there for him. Not at the part like yeah, he understands. He say, all right, Issei, get ready for that event. So when Issei goes back in, it's not even morning yet. Issei got a little bit of sleep, woke up, and Issei is like, hmm. Issei physical strength by this point is tenfold. So basically, if Issei trains in the like hard or like go even hard like full power or like full strength, he will destroy anything like in the trees like one slash if he gets serious. But he learns how to, thanks to Drake, he learns how to conceal that shit to at least 1 or 5%. So basically, he won't hurt anybody. So thanks to Drake, he said no problem. And so basically, it will begin all the training like he did with like um originally Riaz put Issei into the training of swordsmanship, combat, and all that. Oh yeah, when it came back because after Issei already got beaten by his old teammates, basically after he came back, Rias noticed something about Issei very differently. So is Akano, Konako, and Kiba after seeing Issei's new stance. And Issei was like, Kiba, you alright, man? And Kiba's like, yeah, I'm just, So Kiba begins, and then actually Issei starts dashing, and Kiba thinks he can actually just whack Issei in the head, like again, like last time. But before he did that, Issei vanished. And Kiba was shocked, like, what is it? What? And then his things was going off like crazy, his senses, and he swing back like full force. Issei blocked that, which is like, Kiba, are you alright? Like Issei's confused. Like, why did he get scared all of a sudden? And Drago's like, and it said, partner, I think your physical speed shocked them because you remember that thing about you, like you swung behind that long time ago? And Issa was like, oh, damn. And then Issa was like, Kiba, I'm sorry if I spooked you like that, man. So can we continue? And Kiba was like, yeah. And then they started a battle, and it actually went like the whole day. And the only one who got tired was Kiba. Issei was like literally Blake in a sweat. And then Rios was shocked. So was Akano, Konako, and Azia. Like, what had happened to Issei? And Issei said, all right, Kiba, talk to you later, man. I'm kind of tired. And Kiba said, yeah, good thing. After Issei left, the group had a talk like what happened to Issei in the hallway. And then everything would like, they would just start to follow Issei around. What he does. Issei is basically in the woods training. And then this training, like physically they see him training with the wooden sword he was fighting Kiba with. And then Issei was like, And then condense his aura. Basically key, but they don't know if it's key or not at all. And they see a greenish aura around Issei. And Issei was just taking one Smith motion, just like how fucking Yami did his shit. Yeah, oh yeah, oh hell yeah. I'm giving some Yami vibes. Not really Yami vibes, like Yami slashes. So Issei did a dragon dimension slash. Uncontrollably, he didn't know he did. And that slash cut through the space time. And they look like, what the hell? Issei's eyes are still closed because he didn't even know he did it. Drake wasn't even paying attention. He was in sync with Issei. So when Ria's tapped Issei and Issei was like looking at her like, what, hey guys, what you doing here? And they point where Issei slashed, and Issei looked up and he saw like Drake. And Drake was like, well, what's up, bro? And he looks up there like, oh shoot. And Ria's is asking questions after that dimension closed. And she asked Issei, what happened to you? And Issei's like, training. Issei, you're not telling me the truth, ain't you? And they looking at Issei like he's not telling the truth. And Issei's like, and then Drake was like, all right, partner, let me tell him. And Drake started explaining the training Issei went that long ago. Well, basically one day for them, but 10 months in his world. And they're shocked that Issei actually went to training like that. But Drake didn't explain the forms he had. Not at all. But Issei noticed on his gauntlet, most of it is turning a little bit silver at the bottom. So no one would notice. But Issei would just notice, like, Dre, like, you're turning silver, man. Dre noticed that too. And he said, the more he uses power, he might make me to go in the other warriors. And they asked, is there a way to use the same power or but not differently power? Well, Drake will explain there is another power they can possibly use. It's called regular, regular key. It's kind of slightly compare, not really compare if you don't train your body to the limit, not hard enough. It's called kind of like key. Drake is playing the regular key while Issei has dragon key. So basically, they understand and they begin their training of it. But they notice Issei's key is more stronger. So Kiba is actually making some forms of him while Issei is just meditating. Meditating and keeping his straight forms up. While Azia will actually tap on Issei and Issei was like, what's up, Azia? And Azia will ask Issei, can he train her into a fighter? And Issei's kind of shocked about that. Like, that's a girl who never likes fighting wants to learn how to fight. And Drake will say, artifact Issei. Yeah, I think she could possibly come in the world. So she will come in the world and Drake will begin to train her. Not in Dragon Key, but in regular Key. And yeah, so far, she was getting stronger in fighting styles. And when she was like basically out there, mostly she doesn't wear the dress she used to wear. She wears some like combat stuff. Basically, yeah, she wear combat style stuff. And everybody was stronger than ever until Drake actually told them to make a form out of their own key to make it like a limit break mode. But Drake gave them the downside, it might break their bodies to the point they can't even move. So they have to train a little harder to control it. Issei will demonstrate his dragon aura, key. So he transformed and Issei's hair turns green and saying this is his first limit breaker mode. And they said there's a second one. Issei said not yet, but he'll figure it out in a minute. So yeah. Issei is the day of the fighting Riser. Everybody's prepared to fight Riser. And Issei is ready to fight Riser. So like basically, all that was going down. Whole thing will actually begin. The whole thing will actually begin. So everything will go thing. Ozzy will stay with Rias to keep her safe, to heal her, and her healing properties are stronger. Akuto's powers stronger. Kiba faster, stronger. Konako, bro, she was already a beast to begin with punching. Now she's better. So basically, everybody got a power boost. So basically, it begins to fight, and it was going pretty swiftly. And then Issei's dragon vibes are going off. Like, there's a strong opponent he has to fight. And then it was the same woman he fought with Kiba since Okino took out his queen. Akano took out his queen, so she's still alive. Konako is alive too. So Issei is actually fighting a rook, and he actually is having fun with her. Not like in a weird way. He's fighting her for fun, and then tripping her and hit her with that good low right hook. And then not really just like having fun because of his dragon vibes. Mostly he fights with Kiba to keep it like in contained, but it's hard to keep it contained. And noticeably, Issei's eyes always come slit sometimes. Like literally slit sometimes. Tired. So basically, it will come to the fight of Riser, and bro, Riser couldn't even last a chance against this guys. It's not even a challenge either. So they won this. Reese have to get married. The whole respect thing from Reese's brother is already earned by Issei. So basically, everything will go on to season two, I think. Basically, everything will go kind of similar. But this is where I'm gonna end this episode off. But if you guys want more, me and my cousin will make. We're making a video about a redo, but me and my cousin made a good version of what if I was to have a better Bankai. But it's not gonna be Zangetsu, not no thing. So it's none of that. We're gonna make some new moves for him. So peace. Hope you guys like this video. Peace.